Did you know a simple IAM mistake could let hackers into your AWS account? In late 2023, AWS discovered a security problem in IAM called the confused deputy issue. It allowed hackers to potentially access resources across different AWS accounts if IAM wasn't set up correctly. Today, I will show you how to set up IAM properly to keep your AWS account safe and help you pass the Architect Associate exam. Much like managing a large office, where you need to control who can enter which rooms, what time they can access them, and what are they allowed to do inside, just as some employees might need keys to the high security server, while others only need access to the break room, AWS IAM lets you define precise permissions for different users across your cloud environment. This granular control ensures everyone has exactly the access they need, nothing more, nothing less. IAM is the foundation of everything you do in AWS. It's not the most exciting service, but it is definitely the most important one if you are serious about security. Stay until the end, where I will test your knowledge with two AWS Solutions Architect Associate level questions that often trip up exam takers. These questions will help you solidify your understanding and prepare you for the exam. IAM is simply AWS's way of controlling access to your cloud resources. Think of it as a security system that answers two questions: who are you and what are you allowed to do? Looking at our diagram, IAM resolves around a few key elements. Identities are the who requesting access. Users are individual people needing AWS access. Groups are collections of users who need the same permissions. Roles used by AWS services or for temporary access. These identities are given permissions through policies, which are basically JSON documents that define exactly what actions are allowed or denied. These policies ultimately create statements that AWS evaluates when deciding whether to allow an action or not. Now, let's talk about security best practices. First, your AWS root account, that's the account you create when you first sign up for AWS. This account has unlimited power, which makes it extremely dangerous. Never use it for everyday tasks, and secure it with MFA immediately. Speaking of MFA, let's look at your options. Virtual MFA, like Google Authenticator on your phone, physical security keys like U2F devices, hardware key fobs. When it comes to accessing AWS, users have three main methods: the AWS Management Console using a password plus MFA, the AWS Command Line Interface CLI using access keys, and lastly, AWS Software Development Kit SDK also using access keys for code integration. One crucial concept to understand is IAM roles. When AWS services need to act on your behalf, they assume roles that grant them specific permissions. This is much more secure than embedding access keys in your applications. For security maintenance, AWS provides two important tools. IAM Credentials Report gives you account level visibility, whereas IAM Access Advisor shows service usage at user level. Remember that groups and roles serve different purposes. Groups organize users with similar permissions. Roles provide temporary permissions for entities like services or applications. Always follow the principle of least privilege. Don't give more permissions than necessary. This means avoid using root account except for initial setup. Create individual users for each person. Use groups to manage permissions efficiently. enforce strong password policies, enable MFA for everyone, use roles for AWS services, use access keys only for programmatic access, audit permissions regularly, and never share IAM users or access keys. Let's test you now on 2 AWS Certifying Solutions Architect Associate level questions. First question: a developer needs cross-account access to an S3 bucket, but should not assume an IAM role manually. What's the best solution? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. The correct answer is B. Use a resource-based policy on the S3 bucket, granting access to the user, allowing cross-account access without requiring the user to assume a role. Question number 2. Which AWS service allows users to centrally manage access across multiple AWS accounts using SSO? AWS IAM Identity Center is the correct answer, as it allows SSO across multiple AWS accounts. That's it, guys. Hope you like it. And as always, drop a like, subscribe, and if you find any other topic for AWS useful, just drop a comment and I will do my best to make another video about it. Thanks.